So, Mortal Kombat 1 is dying, so what bad time to do a ranking of its prequel. Playing MK11 again has really made me appreciate it even more. I don't think MK1 is a bad game, but MK11 is simply more fun. Anyways, hello everyone, Kilroy is here to rank Mortal Kombat 11 bosses. So you're wondering, of course, where the hell are the bosses, plural, in this game? Well, I'm talking about the chapter end fights. Ever since they added the story mode in MK9, I saw the potential in these boss fights. Sometimes they really reach their potential, like most Sub-Zero vs Scorpion fights, or Shao Kahn fights. Sometimes, of course, you have to fight Kano as the boss 2 times in a row at the beginning. To fully use this mechanic, you have to have proper build-up, perfect arena, and of course the correct set of characters. You don't want to fight Baraka at the end of the chapter, do you? And perhaps a harder degree of difficulty. They can experiment with that, and most importantly, vibes. Sometimes logic doesn't have to be there fully. My ranking will be based on all these criteria, and of course my own opinion. Also, a boss fight should be unique, meaning no too consequent Kanos or Kitanas. No problem in having a previous boss as a normal fight though. So I'll be giving my suggestions of what should have been the actual boss in every chapter, if they need to be changed at all. If you like these types of videos, consider subscribing, especially if you have interest in varying kinds of fandoms. You might really like my channel. Let's get started. Number 17. Jade vs Kotal Kahn. What the heck is this fight? This is the epitome of boast. God. I've never seen a more artificial quarrel, including real life. And of course, past Jade doesn't stand a chance against present Kotal. He held back for his love. No, shut up. Okay, plus there was a much better option for this fight. Revenant Kitana. Just add some bullshit that Kronika sent her or something and you have a really nice finish this chapter. Number 16. Shiva vs Kitana. Speaking of Kitana, they really made 2 Kitana boss fights in the DLC, huh? Again, Shiva doesn't stand a chance against a Kitana who defeated Shao Kahn. There's no love bullshit here, so how does this rank higher? Because at least this fight is relevant to the story. You finally give Jade a chapter and, well, ruin it in every way. Oh yes, we're talking about Shiva. Look, this fight is also forced. An easy alternative is literally in the arena, Sindel. Just say she is still not awake fully or something, and you have Shiva beating down her former boss. Wish some could relate, huh? And number 15, Sonya Blade vs Geras. Okay, so we are actually already above the bad category. These next 3 fights are not that bad, but the vibes just ain't right. Meaning there were much better alternatives. Of course, for this fight, just choose present Kano. Sure, past Kano is getting a beating every 10 seconds, but you don't fight present Kano even once in the story. I was genuinely baffled when finding this out. I talked about build-up in the intro, right? Well, this fight has been building since MK9. It would have been so nice. A Kano boss fight would rank so much higher here. Number 14, Johnny Cage vs Kano. And you give a Kano boss fight here. Wow. Yeah, Kano has history with Johnny's wife, but you know who is also a fighter in this game? Johnny's wife. And you know someone who is close to Johnny, who was turning to the dark side through the story. Jax. You could have really shown his downfall by making him work with one of his, hated enemies. But nah, past Kano, not even the present one. Number 13, Scorpion vs Raiden. I think Raiden works here as well. You get to finally fight a dark Raiden, although he's not at his fully realized darkness. But the Dark Raiden plot was long gone. I can assure you everyone forgot about it midway. So you could have just swapped the Sub-Zero and Raiden fights. Like make Scorpion fight base Raiden in the third fight and add Dark Raiden in the cutscenes. And then an epic clash between Scorpion and Sub-Zero. Really, one of the only rivalries you never get tired of. Number 12. Liu Kang vs Kronika. As we all know, absolute dog shit of a fight. She just keeps running away, and I know I say make it harder, but don't make me spam uppercuts harder. But the fight has been built up quite well. The plot of MK11 is not bad, it just gets undermined because of a weak antagonist. And the arena, well, the arena is perfect. Number 11, Kotal Kahn vs Shao Kahn. This fight is not bad at all, there are simply better ones. Although Prime Kotal ain't beating Prime Shao, bro. The fight is epic, yes, but wasting Shao in literally the second chapter is not good. I think Devourer should have been the final fight here, and it could have worked, especially with their romantic implication. Number 10. Nightwolf vs Nightwolf. People seem to forget that he is one of the strongest characters, so a mirror match as the final fight in this chapter is perfect. Also, Shinnok's Bone Temple is my favorite arena, so yeah, every fight here is gonna get nepotism. Number 9, Liu Kang and Kung Lao vs Geras. So for double fights, I just weighed both. Both Liu Kang and Kung Lao work here. Geras is unkillable, yes, but he's not immune to getting beaten to a pulp, especially in his younger stage. And introducing Geras as a boss here is perfect because you can use him as a jobber for the rest of the game. Number 8, Fujin vs Raiden. The clash of brothers, of course, but more than that, a 1:1 revisit to this portion of the story is great. I say Dark Raiden was not necessary in the Scorpion fight, but well, Dark Raiden works better here. It's an overall great encounter, nothing really can be added here to make it better. Number 7, Kitana vs Shao Kahn. Yes, Kitana can defeat Prime Shao, but well, what? Unless Kitana Khan has a really nice ring to it. And finally seeing Kitana rule the outworld is just blissful, especially after finding out that Revenant Kitana ain't converting back. Number 6 is Jackson Jackie vs Cetrion. Boss fights cannot get better than this. I mean, and there are 5 more, but I'm talking about a boss fight using gimmicks. Jackson Jackie would get wrecked without the crown, but the crown is there. Although Cetrion gets pathetic at the end of the game and consequently a joke in replays, she is quite menacing in her introduction. The perfect usage of the arena as well. Instead of having 3 fights at once there is a break in the other stage. Well done, Geras. Number 5, Sindel and Shao Kahn vs Liu Kang and Kitana. We need more villain chapters. There's not a single one in MK1. I was so heartbroken. Anyways, the fight is just the height of despair. You don't want to fight Liu Kang or Kitana, but you want to know what happens next. It's such a perfect mix. Number 4, Raiden vs Liu Kang. A reenactment of the fight in MK9. You know what would have been nicer? If Dark Raiden is here. Like why? Why was he scrapped? He usually could have been a villain alongside Kronika. Not working with, just alongside. Anyways, you could see from a mile away that this fight was coming eventually, and they one-upped it by not having a vanilla Revenant Liu Kang. I mean, you can't actually see the difference in the fight, but you know, the vibes out there. Number 3, Cassie Cage vs Liu Kang. Another Liu Kang one, another Revenant Liu Kang one, but this is such a perfect introduction to the game. As I said, the arena is my favorite one. It's simply perfect. Especially the music. But it's not just that. The whole build-up is simply brilliant. You can just feel that so much is at stake here. And you can feel that the previous generation of heroes is truly gone, and the torch has fully passed on to the next. And I'm gonna say it again. A perfect introductory fight. Number 2, Scorpion and Sub-Zero vs Sektor. Finally. Did you know that we actually never got a human Sub-Zero vs Sektor fight? This has been coming for such a long time, holy hell. The whole chapter is amazing, and the Sektor fight to finish it off is just chef's kiss. And subsequently, that makes playing as Scorpion in this chapter a bit awkward. Still logical, Sektor aided in his family's death and all, but Sub-Zero vs Sektor is just on another level. Number 1. Liu Kang vs Shang Tsung. The whole DLC is almost perfect, and the final fight of course has to be more than that to retain that status. And the actual final fight of the game delivers. It's just so good. I was wondering when this choice mechanic was coming into play like this, and boy, it was put in the perfect place. Seeing Shang Tsung's genius plan in action was just marvelous, and just when you think it's all over, there's Liu Kang. Perfect execution of a fight. Simply brilliant. So that's it for today. Let me know in the comments if you want to see other Mortal Kombat boss rankings. And sorry if my content is too varying. I know YouTube algorithm won't be happy with that, but I'm a fan of everything. Don't forget to like and sub. Adios and thanks for watching.